Shalom, shalom. As I was saying, this child will be born during the time of King Ahaz. He was a sign.
Mm-hmm.
This child, this sign was not for everybody, but it was a sign to King Ahaz. His name was going to be Emmanuel. Look that name up. That name is very important because that name is going to let King Ahaz know that the creator of the heaven and earth was still what? With him.
Mm-hmm.
When we go to Isaiah, the 8th chapter, look at Isaiah chapter 8. Look at verse 1.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Moreover, Yah said unto me, take you a great roll and write it with a man's pen concerning.
Mahar Shahal Hashabaz.
Okay, he said it for me. And I took unto me faithful witnesses to record Uriah the priest and Zechariah the son of it's a Yerbekiah? Yerbashia. And I went unto the prophetess, and she conceived and bore a son. Then said Yah to me, call his name
Mahar Shahal Hashabaz.
For before the child shall have knowledge to cry, my father and my mother, the riches of Damascus and the spoil of Samaria shall be taken away before the king of Assyria.
Now, there where you at.
Mm-hmm.
Go down and read me verse 18 in the same chapter.
Okay. Behold, I and the children whom Yah has given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel from Yah of hosts, which dwells in Mount Zion.
So we see that Isaiah said that the children that the Most High gives him are for what? Signs and what? Wonders.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's put everything together. Go to 2 Kings, the 15th chapter. Remember now, the Most High said, King Ahaz, the sign is going to be into you of this young child. And once you see this young child born, you know everything that I've said is true through the mouth of the prophet Isaiah. Those two nations that are coming up against you, Yah said those two nations are not going to prevail because those two kings, he said that he was going to take care of those two kings. Mm-hmm. Give me 2 Kings 15, and we want to look at verse 30.
Okay. Verse 30 says, and Hoshea, the son of Eliah, made a conspiracy against Pekah, the son of Remaliah, and smote him, and slew him, and reigned in his stead in the 20th year of Jotham, the son of Uzziah.
So we see who's down. So Pekah's down, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's been destroyed. Go to 2 Kings 16 chapter, start at verse 1. Or we're going to go to verse 1.
16 and 1.
Yeah, read verse 16 and
in
1.
the 17th year of Pekah, the son of Remaliah, Ahaz, the son of Jotham, king of Judah, began to reign.
Stop. So we see the same thing that's picked up. Ahaz is he's the leader. He's the king. Mm-hmm. Now start at verse 5 and come down.
Then Rezin, king of Syria, and Pekah, son of Remaliah, king of Israel, came up to Jerusalem to war, and they besieged Ahaz, but could not overcome him. At that time, Rezin, king of Syria, recovered Elath to Syria and drove the Jews from Elath, and the Syrians came to Elath and dwelt there unto this day. So Ahaz sent messengers to
Tiglath-Pileser,
king of Assyria, saying, I am your servant and your son. Come up and save me out of the hand of the king of Syria and out of the hand of the king of Israel, which rise up against me. And Ahaz took the silver and gold that was found in the house of Yah and in the treasuries of the king's house, and sent it for a present to the king of Assyria. And the king of Assyria listened to him, for the king of Assyria went up against Damascus and took it and carried the people of it captive to Kir and slew Rezin.
So that's the chapter right there. That's the breakdown. When you read Isaiah chapter 7, and you want to get a good understanding, go back and read 2 Kings 15 chapter and 2 Kings 16 chapter. It will break down Isaiah chapter 7, and you will see that the son that was born during the time of King Ahaz, this child Emmanuel was born in the time of King Ahaz, and as you will see in Isaiah the 8th chapter, around verse 18, you will see that this was one of Isaiah's sons. Isaiah said the children of the Most High given him were for signs and wonders. This prophecy was to take place within 65 years. After 65 years, this prophecy had ended. This prophecy, Isaiah chapter 7, has nothing to do with this idol deity that the Europeans created in the New Testament. There's only deception that they're playing with your mind. So I just want to thank the Creator for allowing me, bless me with the wisdom to break down Isaiah chapter 7. And I pray that the words of the Most High falls on good ground in your heart. I just want to thank you by saying shalom, shalom. Anything you want to add?
Nope. Shalom, shalom.
Todah.
Todah.